What's up? Welcome back to the channel. I know, I look different. I got a haircut. Probably like 10 pounds off me. I needed it. So, today what we're going to talk about is the awesome 2A bill that passed here in South Carolina. I read the bill. It's like a 10-minute read. I can tell a lot of people on Guns and Gadgets didn't read the bill, didn't take the time to read the bill. They should be mad about this bill. Just for the reason that we have to ask the government permission to grant us our rights. Is a thing in itself, but actually in the bill states some things that we should be concerned about and really be pissed about and not supporting this. And you have to give credit where it's due. Guns and Gadgets did say the bill was confusing and he didn't understand a few points in the bill, and I still don't understand because apparently the state police or SLED, they have 90 days to come out with training guidelines, and a couple questions I guess that came up, they have 90 days until it's in effect to come up with, I guess, rules for whatever. I don't know, for a cop coming up to you and asking for your license or whatnot. This bill gives you the permission to open carry, but you still have to take training. We have the right to bear arms, but unfortunately people don't see it that way. Apparently the governor tweeted out that I will always support your Second Amendment right. Yeah, of course you will. This bill is nothing more than pandering for votes, because I think he runs for re-election this year or next year. I'm not 100% sure. He should be running probably next year. I think he runs again for governor. He can run again for governor. He probably will. You have to carry the correct weapon, which I thought was crazy. And that's the same thing with conceal in this state. You have to carry the correct weapon. They came up with the measurements out of thin air. What weapon is considered okay? So the gun can't be more than, for instance, 12 inches. I think that's the minimum, the length it can be for open carry or concealed carry. So it has to be considered a pistol, and it can't be over so many length and width, which is retarded because that's fully government control right there for you. The next thing, it goes over what businesses have to do to say that you can't open carry. So they have to put a sign. The sign has to be certain size, and if you refuse to do it, then you can get trespassed or whatever. We've seen that before. Walmart especially been bitching and complaining since all the mass shootings happened the past couple years. Walmart's the first one to jump on the bandwagon of gun control, and that's what it is. I mean, it has gun control in this pro-gun bill. If you carry in a church, which I knew this was a law for concealed, or I guess a guideline, I didn't know if people actually took it serious, because I've been in church for a funeral for my grandma, and I carried a gun. I didn't ask permission. I just went in there, did the funeral, we was gone. But to open carry, it states you have to have permission before you enter, from the preacher or for the head honcho, whoever controls the church. You have to have permission to open carry in there. The main thing this bill that we should hate, and I know people are gonna, it's a step in the right direction. Well, if it was really truly a step in the right direction, they wouldn't have any training. They wouldn't have any requirements for length of the guns that you can carry. They wouldn't have any of that. And this portion right here, it gives the county or the city government, it gives them the ability to temporarily ban your open carry. Permission slip, So if you're trained and you're deemed by the government you're okay to carry, and the city or the county has a parade or a festival or one of those peaceful protests that we've been seeing the past year and a half, they can suspend your permission, because this is permission, to open carry. And I'm surprised it didn't say in there they can stop you from concealed carrying. The thing that is very confusing in that bill, and Guns and Gadget didn't hit on it, probably for a reason, because he was a cop and he didn't want to hit on it because he probably got a hate for it. But something that's really confusing in there is if you fail to follow that county rule. So if the city has a parade, for example, and they say in that 8 hours of the parade and the party and we have the festival, no one can open carry. Well, if I decide that I'm not going to follow their bullshit, Well, the cops can't arrest me, or take my gun, take my gun or take my ammo for any reason unless it's a lawful arrest. Now, of course, it doesn't go in saying what's a lawful arrest. Because people have been arrested, and there's videos of people being arrested for not giving their names when they didn't have to, being arrested and tased, basically almost raped for not wearing a mask over the past year, arrested for going to church, arrested for going to, I know, for going for a wedding, ticketed for going to church service. Here in America, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, it happened all the fuck over. The main one, the video that you guys need to look up is Ohio. That happened. That black cop basically trying to rape that woman for saying no. That wasn't a lawful arrest. So what is a lawful arrest? Well, in the bill it doesn't especially say what it is. So that's a confusing point. Let's see. Oh, yeah. So that's the open carry part of it, which I don't know if I said it awesome, but that's stupid. The second little part is section in the bill, section 23 dash 31 slash 250. I'll link the bill for you guys in the description so you guys can read it. That bill states that county, city, or state police are not compelled to enforce federal gun laws. Compelled. So they don't have to, but they can if they want to. We still have state gun laws, which these cops are going to enforce. You're a felon with a gun, you're mentally ill, you're, Down syndrome, you can't have a gun according to them. Well, they will enforce that. Because this is a gun control bill. But if they come to your house and try to take your life because you bought a suppressor without permission from the government, they don't have to help you. But the ATF's going to, there's no teeth on it. The ATF's going to do it anyway. They're not going to say anything. They're going to, okay, fine, you don't have to help us. We have enough people. We're going to go arrest these guys for not following all rules. And the county sheriffs or the state police are not going to arrest them. It doesn't give permission for them to arrest them. If it had it in that bill, I think that would be a step in the right direction. Let's put it that way. Everything else needs to be changed, but I should write a bill. Leave me alone. That's the whole bill. Just big, huge, bold letters. Do the measurement size of whatever they want. Leave people alone. Let people do what they want in their life. If someone wants to open carry a fucking AR-15 with a suppressor at Walmart when he's buying groceries, as long as he's not fucking shooting you, leave him alone. If you're uncomfortable, go hide under your bed. You should be doing that already. Since all this shit's been going on the past year, half. It doesn't take any gun laws other than a little bit of open carry off the books. It technically takes open carry off the books, but you have to have training. You have to have a CWP. You have to be fingerprinted. All the shit the CWPs have to deal with, you have to deal with too. It's ridiculous. And the main thing in the bill that I disagree with is the county or the city has permission to suspend your rights. This bill is a joke. It's not true freedom. We know that. If you paid attention to any of the pro-gun bills lately, it's a joke. It's pandering. It's for votes. It does not promote true freedom. It promotes the Republican form of freedom. People are happy because, well, I'm allowed to open carry now. Yeah, you're allowed because of what? The governor told you you're allowed? So tomorrow, the government is going to say something that you disapprove of or even approve of. He's allowing you. It doesn't matter what's in front of his name, R or D. Government sucks, and people don't see that. I bring up guns a lot, but I bring up business a lot. If you own a business, according to the law, you have to have a business license, right? So I own a business. I have to have a business license. I have the choice not to follow that business license, right? But if I want a business account, which is required for a lot of things, and you own a business, so you probably want a business account, you have to have a business license for that business account. And if you don't have a business account, and the way the electric that I was taking over at the time, I have a business account at the electric company, so it has to be tied into a business account there. You see how the government passes one little law or one guideline for a bank or whatever, and it just gets tied in. So you have to have a business license. Now I could probably get away with it with the Duke Energy with electric, but I would have to close that business account down. I would have to set up only write checks or something. But they fee you if you write a check or pay online with your debit card. If it's direct deposit, they don't fee you. They fee me like $10 every time I do that. I'm not doing that. Which is retarded. Yeah, if you have a CWP, you can carry. But if you're out of state, in the bill, I didn't see anything that states that you can carry open or concealed. You just have to follow their guidelines. I mean, it's so stupid. It's retarded. I mean, we are supposed to be free, but we really and truly are not. If you come from a different state, and let's say you come from whatever state, North Carolina, Tennessee, whatever, and you come here and you have the equivalent to a CWP, you probably still can't open carry. Now, in the bill, it doesn't say anything about other people in the state. So, my question, and this is my question, is how are the cops going to react? We know some cops are anti-American. Even the people that say, well, cops support us, that's a different story. But we have seen and we know that cops flip out over shit they shouldn't flip out on. People flip out over shit they haven't flipped out on. People have recorded people and stalked people in grocery stores for not wearing a mask the past year and a half. Cops do the same thing. They profile, they try to look down. My thing is how they're going to react. Someone's open carrying, first time seeing them, the guy goes over there and asks for information when he has no business knowing that guy's information. What's going to happen? Something's going to happen bad. I can see something happen bad. I seen a video at a protest. I want to say it might have been a Trump rally. I'm not sure. A Trump protest, where a guy was open carrying, and the cops flipped the fuck out. I mean, they flipped the fuck out on him because they didn't allow it in the city limits, and they had no reason to do that, but they do it anyway. So what would I do if I was, if we was the Nelson militia, if we was the power, take every gun control law off the books in South Carolina. If I was the governor or the head honcho, whatever you want to call me, I'd call the fucking feds and say, if you step foot in here working as an ATF agent, federal agent, whatever, IRS agent, we will fucking arrest you. It doesn't even matter if it's cops. The militia will get you. Well, I would deputize the militia, and we will arrest you. And we will charge you with a felony for violating the Constitution, for violating people's rights, make whatever up. Kicking in a door in, with no warrant, no lawful entry. Only time you can come here is if you're visiting family or going to the beach. That's it. If you come here to do work, we're going to fuck you up. And that's the way it should be. And we have no gun laws. And basically then, the ATF would be really pissed. I doubt that would happen because we get a lot of federal fucking money, which is a scam. But you imagine taking all gun control off the books? Would it be wild? Yeah, it would. It would be wild for a minute. Especially if you took the food stamps off the same minute. Let's do it this way. If you took, right now, June's coming up. If you took June 1st, all gun control off the books. And then July 1st, you took all the food stamps off the book. Just pick on South Carolina for a second. It would be crazy. But I can guarantee you by Thanksgiving, it would be fucking peaceful. You would have freedom. Because the people that are on food stamps, they would have to starve to death, get a job, or they would have been dead because they fucked around and they found out what was coming behind the door they kicked in. People ain't going to take that shit. And I'm really surprised no one's mowed down anyone yet. And I know YouTube might not like that, but I'm really surprised no one's came out and mowed down some groups of zombies, people, whoever you want to call them looters. Because they don't give a damn about George Floyd or whatever. It's such a fucking scam. And I swear the government does it. And even the county police, the state police, all that, they push a narrative down our throats. And then you wonder why shit happens. You wonder why people get attacked or pulled out of vehicles and shot. I mean, it's beyond ridiculous. But Get all gun control off the books, we could be free. Take all food stamps off the books, take all income tax, all state income tax, all federal income tax, tell the federal government especially to fuck off. Who has the power? The state government does not have to, in my eyes at least, I might be wrong in this, follow everything the feds say. The feds cannot control the state. Who controls the state? We do, the people do. But people will say, well, my state's a blue state, or my state's a red state, so it's always going to be this way. No, it's not, because you can't violate other people's rights. You can't mess with other people. What I do with my money is none of your business. What I do in my life is none of your business. And maybe you don't agree with it, and that's fine. Maybe you, one day when I have kids and you have kids, you might raise your kids differently than mine. You might decide to give your kid at 10-year-old a gun, and I give my kid a gun at 8-year-old. That's fine. Whatever you want to fucking do. You live your life the way you choose to. You know? That's a parenting decision. The government doesn't need to be involved. I disagree with a lot of I have family that's foster care. Even though they are technically good people and some of them do it for the right reasons, I disagree with a lot of that shit because we end up paying for it, the taxpayers. The state can't afford that shit. The feds have to kick it in. And the reason why we have the foster care system we have, and the reason why so many kids are in foster care and getting adopted and all this money is going around because of the damn food stamp system, because of the Section 8 housing. You turn that off, they're going to have to find a way. And again, they want to sell crack, they want to live, let them do that. I don't give a damn. Just don't fuck with me. But, of course, you have Negative Nancy and Miss Nosy always have to bug around. The NSA, of course, has to listen to every conversation because they can't let people be. And that's the thing with, like, suppressors. Who is that hurting? Really and truly. Like, if I have a suppressor, if I could afford to even buy a suppressor, it would be awesome. Who is that hurting? What would I do with it? I would go to the gun range and make cool videos. That's what I would do. I would think it'd be cool as hell just for the fuck of it. But you become a bad person, their words. You become a criminal, their words, if you don't follow their rules. We live in a scam. And of course, everyone's happy. This 2A bill. Hey, it's a 2A bill. Woohoo. We're free. No, we're not. Because the county officers are not going to come stand with us and, protect us. They're not going to come to the county line and say, hey, ATF, you can't come here. State police ain't going to go to the county line in North Carolina. No, you can't come here. Don't even think about trespassing, guys. Or shoot your ass. They ain't going to do that. They buddy-buddy with them. There might be one or two cops that do that. But I doubt many. I really do. Because the sad thing is about this police debate is most police officers don't even know about their position and don't even know that someone with a felony or someone that's deemed by the government not to be able to carry a gun still has the right. And even in Republican states that have mostly Republican cops, you can't get it through their head because they have been brainwashed to believe everything the Republican Party is true. So, I just want to be left alone. Live my life the way I choose to. And maybe you might not agree with it, and that's perfectly okay. You don't have to listen to me. You don't have to watch me. You don't have to be my friend. Hide under your bed if you're scared to death to go outside. That's all I can say. But, I know a lot of people around here are ready for August 6th or 7th, one of those days, so they can open carry. And I bet I give it 72 hours. Someone's going to get arrested for doing something stupid, or a cop's going to arrest someone because he doesn't know the law, or he doesn't know what true freedom is. He doesn't know that guy doesn't have to say his name. I've been waiting for that to happen because I print like hell a lot of times. This t-shirt's not too tight, but I print like hell. My magazine, my extra mag prints. I know people see the extra mag, but yeah, that's that. I like this t-shirt. Don't try to me. It says on the back too, big, huge. statement. But I don't know where I got this. Polly's Island, somewhere at the beach. Got this a little while ago. But you guys have a great day. I will see you guys later.